Hello folks and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? And yes, I am spoiling it for you folks. We have the announcement for the next unit to come in. It is going to be a Dokkan Fest exclusive because there is a banner unit. And we have information on upcoming content. So let's get to the crux of the info here because there is lots to go over here. So we have a new Supreme Magnificent Battle recoming. I don't know why it's because we haven't had DAIMA Edition before, so I don't know, but we're getting that. Then we're also getting a new stage for this previously released during the 11th anniversary, the Awakened Supreme Demon King stage, so there will be missions associated with that as well. We're getting stage 2 of Takedown the Gendarme. Masked Majin Arrives will soon be available. And we're also getting stage 11 of Seriously Serious All Out Battles 2, which will soon be available as well. We're also going to be getting the 101st Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash, and the types will be different from the 99th Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. Now, the 100th Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash was a Ultimate Clash where they released another Dokkan Battlefield LR, which means that they were giving us extra battlefield memory for that clash, and it was also a specialty one because it was the 100th one as well. Now we have the announcement for the Dokkan event, so we know it is a Dokkan Fest exclusive. As for whether or not this is an LR, I doubt it, because this is a filler celebration going into the Global Dokkan celebration, which is in August, sometime in August. It may just be a 2-week event with no part 2, and so we go straight into the Global Dokkan celebration. So this kind of takes away DAIMA from the Global Dokkan celebration, but we don't know yet what they will do for the Global Dokkan celebration this year, because we're also getting a download celebration sometime this year as well. So then possibly the most important bit of news is that today is the final day of the Shenron login bonus, and it's going until mission reset today. So you kind of do have to get onto it if you haven't done it yet. I did put out a short earlier just so that it can be out there for you folks already. Then we need to log in the game on dates that end in 6, and 2 types of gifts, Super Lucky and Ultra Super Lucky, are available. My first one was an Ultra Super Lucky, and my second one was a Super Lucky, but the third one is guaranteed to be a Ultra Super Lucky Super Shenron 7 Dragonstone reward, and that is from the July 26th. Now, it starts at the reset time for the day, and it ends by the mission reset time the next day. So there is an hour less than 24 hours to get this done. So make sure you get it done. And now on to the details for not only Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini DAIMA, which is coming here, but also we're getting a Supreme Kai banner unit as well. And we're getting EZAs for the STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Hirudegarn movie, as well as the Inter-Rudegarn. We're getting their EZAs as well. So let's go and start with details here. So we've got Dragon Ball Seekers Mastered Evolution or Transformation Boost category, Key +3, 200% health, and 170% to attack and defense, plus an additional 50% to stats for characters that also belong to the DAIMA or Power Beyond Super Saiyans category. Very interesting way of putting this, because Mastered Evolution has quite a few Power Beyond Super Saiyan units. So that is interesting to see there, as well as transformation boost being any unit that transforms in battle. So there is going to be lots to go with on this team. And we've got a few details to go over. So we have a active skill, which can be activated when there is a demonic power category ally attacking in the same turn. Most of DAIMA is going to have one there, or from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, so you could do this right away, or the 5th turn, starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, which raises attack by 1,333% temporarily, I believe that's the number, and causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and recovers 30% health, and then Dragon Ball Seekers or Mastered Evolution category allies gain another 30% defense for 3 turns. So that's a huge support right there. Now, activate the entrance animation when 3 or more Dragon Ball Seekers or Mastered Evolution category allies are on the team upon the character's entry. So it kind of restricts the transformation boost team, honestly. So he's got 300% attack and defense and guards all attacks and launches a guaranteed additional super attack for 5 turns. So this is all, I believe, for 5 turns. I believe this all is for 5 turns, and that's a very big amount of stats, actually. Basic effects are Ki plus 3 and another 300% attack and defense, changes AGL key spheres to rainbow, and chance of performing a critical hit, and chance of evasion, and damage reduction are 33%. This is a physical unit. Okay, this is a physical unit, and as you can see, it's a TOR, so it's going to be a regular Dokkan Fest. When 6 or more superclass allies are on the team, another guaranteed additional super attack, and survives KO attacks up to once within a turn. Okay, so a guaranteed KO survival means that you could literally put him in any slot to take a nuke. And if it's slot 3 and there's no other attacks afterwards, you should be fine. Although, he does have dodge here, so maybe this gets higher. So for 3 turns on the character's entry turn, another 33% damage reduction before attacking. I mean, yes and no. I honestly want that to be for 10 turns, but not much we can do about it. It is a regular TOR. When activating the active skill or when attacking with 12 or more ki, 333% attack, recovers 3% health when HP is 1% or less, and recovers 30% health when HP is 1% or less, once only. So, this is something for slot 1, of course. Once you get to attack, so it's weird. I'm not sure I like this, because in case you folks are wondering, I just got off yesterday, finishing getting done without Majin Vegeta plus Goku as my own lead for the Uncontrollable Power mission, and that fight just gets worse and worse as time goes on, like really bad as time goes on. Okay, and now when receiving an attack with 12 or more ki, I love when they do this, 333% defense and another 33% chance to dodge when HP is 33% or less. I'm not so sure I like the second part, per se. I would rather that was 42%, just so that it becomes a 75% chance to dodge, not just 66% chance to dodge, but maybe I'm just asking for too much. I don't know. And then for every ki sphere obtained, a 10% chance of performing a critical hit. So we have a 33% chance of performing a critical hit already, right? So 6 ki spheres is a 93% chance to crit. 7 is a guaranteed chance to crit. And he's making Rainbow Ki spheres as well. So links are Golden Warrior, Fear for Battle, Saiyan Warrior Race, Fierce Battle, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, and Super Saiyan. I'm surprised he doesn't have Over in a Flash or Limit Breaking Form as a link. Honestly, these are probably better links. These are more typical, but most of the teams on with Transformation Boost are going to have that, and Method Evolution, who knows. at this point, because I don't remember that kind of thing. I see we have an EX super attack over there, so let's just hope the conditions aren't that bad. So we've got Dragon Ball Seekers, Mastered Evolution, Transformation Boost, DAIMA, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, Goku's Family, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters, and Kamehameha. And as for the super attack, so we've got greatly raises attack and raises defense for one turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. And when the first attack in the turn is a super attack that performs a critical hit, 60% chance for the super attack to become a EX super attack. So initially, I would say this is a terrible condition, but this is pretty much the exact same condition that Majin Vegeta plus Goku has, which is a 60% chance for it to become a EX super attack. When I think about it, like you could technically get 5, 6, or 7 key spheres because he changes key spheres, AGL key spheres, to rainbow, and that's going to be something he could do the whole fight. So I don't know how difficult that's going to be actually to get done. And then we have here the effect, which massively raises attack and raises defense for one turn. It causes ultimate damage to the enemy and raises allies' chance of performing a critical hit by 100% for one turn. So if you do manage to get it, you will get a guaranteed crit. So if you have this guy in slot 1 in Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, the STR1 DLR in slot 2, then you are going to be getting a guaranteed crit if that happens, and if you do, your chances of doing the EX super attack are now 70%. So it's something to bear in mind. So now we're going to do some defense calculations, which I'm going to be doing between each of the breakdowns. So shout out to Ori on Twitter, Obeliezer, and we're going to look at the defense calculations for Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. So Rainbow, no equips, 70% support, includes double Super Saiyan 4 Goku intro. So that's going to be an extra 4% damage reduction each. So that's now 48% or 58% before he takes an attack. So start of turn, it's 936,000. When receiving an attack, it's 2.8 million, and after the 18 key, it's 3.65 million defense, which is very big, to be honest, because he's still going to have 48% damage reduction, nearly 50% damage reduction. You would need a super attack that is 7 million damage or more for him to do more damage to him. So, very good to see. And then when you have 2 Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta EX Supers and Goma, 12 key support, start of turn 1.3 million super attack, and then when receiving an attack, 3.93 million, and after the 18 key super, it is 4.77 million. And it's important to note that you're going to get an extra 10% damage reduction when you're receiving the attack before attacking. So believe it's before you attack and not just having to be in slot 1. So remember that. And then everything above, plus the active skill, which is going to be an extra 30% defense. The start of turn is 1.7 million. And when receiving an attack, it's 5.1 million to begin with the 58% damage reduction. And then 18 key is 6.2 million defense with 48% damage reduction. So you would need to be taking a 12 million plus super to take damage. Which, by the way, is probably possible. And he's saying that this is with just 3 of these links active. Okay. Now, going into the defense calculations for the mini Daima Goku. This is taking a while. I apologize. So, turn 1, start of turn, it's 500,000. When receiving an attack, it's 2.2 million. 1 super attack, 2.9. Second, 3.56. Third is 4.2, almost 4.25, and the fourth is 4.9. With the active, the start of turn is 668,500. When receiving an attack, it is nearly 2.9 million. One super attack, 3.7, two, 4.6, three super attacks, 5.5 almost, and 6.3 on the fourth one. After the intro leaves, which is 3 turns, 313,882 start a turn, 1.359 million when receiving the attack before attacking, and then one super attack, two super attacks, three super attacks are 1.7, 2.17, and 2.58 respectively. After the intro, with the active skill, which remember gives more defense, 408,000 when receiving an attack is 1.76 million, then 1, 2, and 3 is 2.3 almost, 2.8, and 3.35 respectively. Onto the Supreme Kai stats. So this is DAIMA and or Dragon Ball Seekers category, key plus 3 and 130% stats. So yes, this is a banner unit. Solid support, Master of Magic, Infighter, Fierce Battle, Godly Power, Brainiacs, and Cold Judgment. So this guy will link up quite well with other Supreme Kais. So we've got 250% attack and defense. DAIMA or Dragon Ball Seekers category allies gain 2 key and 40% attack and defense, and a 50% chance to dodge. When there is a DAIMA or Dragon Ball Seekers category enemy, another 150% attack and a guaranteed additional super attack. When the character is the first attacker at the start of turn, changes AGL to SDR. When the character is the second character at the start of the turn, AGL to Tech. And when the character is the third attacker at the start of turn, it's AGL to Physical. I don't know what the purpose of this is, because the physical DAIMA Goku is going to be changing AGL Kisers to Rainbow. So I don't know how well that helps the turn. I guess you're keeping him on a different rotation. And then when there are 3 DAIMA category allies or 3 Dragon Ball Seeker category allies attacking at the same turn, changes into Rainbow and 350% attack and 150% defense, and attacks are effective against all types, and has another attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Before attacking, another 35% chance to dodge, so that is 85% chance to dodge. Interesting. And then when attacking with 12 or more key, another 250% attack and defense, and when receiving an attack from an enemy that is hit by the character's super attack, another 250% defense and 50% damage reduction, which is insane. They're making a dodge unit have also damage reduction, which, granted, after attacking, it's only 50% chance. Okay, and the categories are DAIMA, Patar, Dragon Ball Seekers, Realm of Gods, Time Travelers, and Demonic Power. The super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, which should be 50%, and causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Interesting. Okay, so now I have to find it, because I don't seem to have put the defense calculations here. There we go. Wrong one. There we go. Okay, so let's go and look at the defense calculations. So Rainbow, no equip, 70% support. Start a turn with 3 Dragon Ball Seekers DAIMA category allies, 410,800. 1, 2, 3, 4 super attacks are 2.1, 2.8, 3.6 almost, and 4.3 respectively. And then when receiving an attack, it then becomes almost 7.4 million defense, which he's also going to have 50% chance to dodge and 50% damage reduction, which means that the super attack has to be higher than 14.8 million to start doing damage to him. And then with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku active starter turn is 534,000, 2.8 million for the first, 3.7 the second, 4.67 for the third, and the fourth is 5.6. And then when receiving an attack, 9.6 million defense, which means that the super attack is going to have to be more than 19.2 million to do damage, if it even lands. And this is with just 1 link active Cold Judgment. Absolutely insane. You can't tell me that this unit isn't most obliquely busted for a banner unit. That's insane and makes him extraordinarily valuable as a fit-in character on a team. It's insane what he's got there. I mean, of course, obviously you want him to have 3 Dragon Ball Seekers and DAIMA allies, and to get all this. That's the truth. Okay, so now on to... I'm wondering if I should even do the EZA details, because this video has been going on for very long, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here and do the details for the EZAs separately. So thank you all so much for coming to watch, folks. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you are new here or you aren't already, please consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one.